Abby. We live in Bali, born in Colombia, and raised in Florida. Where are you from?
I'm Siera. I'm from Canada. I'm living in Bali for 8 months now.
So we're gonna answer some questions that you guys asked on my story about our life in Bali, our life as digital nomads, and just fun, juicy questions, dating life, whatever you guys ask.
What made you choose to live in Bali?
I don't think I chose to live in Bali. It kind of just happened, but it's like a thing here. Everyone says you get sucked in. Like once you come here, you never leave. Something just sucked me in here.
And is it hard to get a visa here?
At first, did the normal tourist visa. Everyone does this. It's a 60-day visa, $30 per month, just for tourism. Now we're on a different one called B211A, which allows you to be here for 6 months without having to leave the country. So if you do the 2-month one, you have to do visa runs. So we'd go to like Bangkok for the weekend, come back, and then another 2 months. She went to Malaysia for the weekend the other
like a month ago, yeah.
So casual. I realized how privileged we are. Yeah, it's so cheap though, guys. Like it's so affordable. We literally will take like...
I think the entire weekend in Bangkok, including shopping, eating, whatever, was like $400.
Yeah.
With flights and accommodation.
Yeah, and you could do it so much cheaper. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's literally what people would spend on a weekend in downtown Toronto.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
in Miami,
yeah.
Literally go to stay in a hostel, spend like $9 a night, and then eat 3 meals a day in Bangkok for like $2 each meal. Like you could easily spend $50. What does a typical day look like for you guys?
Me and you both get up like relatively early. I usually wake up, journal, have breakfast. I love to go to a cafe to do some work during the day, and then usually around like 4 o'clock I'll go to the gym, then sunset and dinner, and that's pretty much it. Like that's like a regular day. But where we live in Canggu, there's so much nightlife and there's so many things happening all the time. There's always an event on. So when we're feeling it, when I'm into it, I'll probably go out at night as well. But
yeah, what is your work? That was one of the questions. How do you guys make money?
So I do social media management and marketing online.
What about your brand?
Yeah, so I also am starting a t-shirt company called Not Really Sorry. Links down below.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now I'm working on this as well. So this is for
and
myself.
she also modeled in Canada, so you saved money to come here as well, right?
Yeah.
That's like a really common thing is people will work in Australia, work seasonal jobs, and then work for 3-4 months, save all their money, and then come here and spend it, and a lot can go a long way. $200 a month is our rent. You can make it go a long way. And this is clearly like the cutest place ever.
Yeah, it's literally stunning.
We'll do an apartment tour.
Since you're always around different nationalities, who have you dated in Bali, and what's your favorite?
I actually used to be, I told you, only into Americans. Like, I thought like I could never get with any other nationality. I was like, I just can't connect with them. My whole life has been like this. And then this past 6 months, something switched and clicked. And now I just want to go on dates with as many different nationalities for fun.
It's nice to go on a date or like just even hang out with someone from America or Canada, just because it's like, there's so many diverse cultures here. It's nice to sometimes just like have that little piece of home and like.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's why I feel like it works for us as roommates so well. It's because it's like we can make references to things and like you just get it, like you just know. Yeah. Whereas people from Germany didn't have like the same YouTube growing up, the same like people or same TV shows even. You know what I mean? So
I count just one date. So my last one was Pakistani, which was really interesting. They're really cool. I feel like they're really providers. I felt that energy, really masculine energy. And had lots of morals. He talked about his religion, but it was really interesting for me. And then I with a Dutch guy, really funny sarcasm, funny sense of humor. Who was the first one? German. Yeah, I don't have a favorite, but I'm gonna go on a date with an Aussie on Monday, so I'm gonna add one to the list.
I don't understand. Bali is so saturated with Australians.
Yeah,
it's actually
so
I don't even know how you haven't gone out with one yet.
Yeah, because it's so close. Like for Floridians, I feel like it's like Tulum. Like if you go to Tulum, it's like everyone's from Miami because it's just so close here. It's like everyone in Australia comes here.
Yeah. I went over this last night. I can't remember.
Just say your top three.
Okay, an Australian, a Colombian.
Love.
And a German, I think. Yeah.
And the Indo/Japanese.
Yeah. My actual boyfriend. Yeah. Indo/Japanese. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Do you have to know how to drive a scooter to get around? And can you give me some prices to buying a scooter, which you don't need to buy a bike, you can
Yeah.
just rent one. Like everywhere they have these for like $60 to $100 a month. Really important, don't learn how to drive in Canggu because you're not only putting yourself in danger, but you're putting
A lot of
other people in danger. So if you're gonna learn, do it in Lombok or Watu, when there's not a lot of traffic, so you're honestly just driving alone, practicing getting the grip of it.
How did we meet?
We met, she came on my Happy Seeker retreat in November, so that was my first one in Bali, and then we didn't really become friends, not that I didn't like her or anything.
No, she was like, she's such a bitch, I don't want to be friends with her.
That was actually one of my first retreats. I felt like I didn't really become too close with anyone because I was just really trying to have boundaries with like being the host versus like everyone else, and just kind of learning my way on how to host the retreats the way I want to. Back to Bali after Christmas, I asked her to come volunteer with me in Lombok because I was going to do that. And then we got close there, and then after Lombok, I swear we spent like 2 months together every single day. Like
every single day,
we went to like Lombok, and then Watu, and then Bangkok, and then I don't
just
even
did
know.
so many things together.
Panita, and then she came on my retreat that I hosted here, and she helped me with like photography and videography. Full 6 months of this year, just every day.
Yeah, every single day. Yeah, and the days that I don't see you, then I'm like, what? Where are you?
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, I'm like, where are you? She just did like a sound healing retreat for like 5 days, and I was alone in the house, and I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. How do you make friends in Bali?
I think making friends here is like so easy.
Yeah.
So many people are doing the same kind of things. There's such a huge digital nomad community. People are always co-working in cafes, doing all of that. Even the nightlife though, like people want to make friends. Like a lot of people come here solo, so everyone's of the same mindset that they want to make friends. Like it's not, no one's closed off to it.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to become close with people so fast. Like
you could just be like, oh, let's get dinner tomorrow. They'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like,
why
do you want
not?
to go to sunset with me and my roommate?
Yeah,
100%. Like, and then you just become really close friends with these people. Like, I get that question at home too from my friends, and they're like, how do you have all these friends out here? And I'm like,
so easy. Also, we haven't used this, but I use this in Hawaii. And Bumble BFF, and my friend Camilla used it when she was here. Bumble BFF, you can also meet a lot of people, and like if you go to yoga classes, or we go to like a Beyonce dance class, or she goes to the gym, like you can meet friends in those activities, which is nice because you'll have friends that like the same thing as you.
Exactly. Hostel World, and a bunch of these hostels all have group chats, so as soon as you like go to one, you're like kind of set for that country or whatever, because they can connect you with so many people who are all backpacking. And like a lot of like I went to Bangkok before I ever came to Bali, and I was staying at Mad Monkey and got in the group chat there, and all of those people who met and arrived on the same day, they ended up traveling together for like 2 months.
Yeah, I mean that's so common.
Yeah, like don't be afraid to go by yourself. You'll make so many friends. Best places to stay and visit in Bali.
It's a pretty basic question. I think like the basic answer is there's 3 main ones. So it's Uluwatu, which is like the surfer and nicest beaches. More chill vibe. Nightlife isn't too late or anything. I love Uluwatu. Then there's Canggu, which is where we live, which is just full of digital nomads, cafes, co-working spaces, really cool gyms and spas. It's like really nice to live here for us because the quality of life is just
so easy.
Exceptional and easy. But there's a lot of traffic, and the beaches definitely are not
nice.
Lastly, Ubud, which is like the spiritual hub, which is where like all the sound healing and yoga and all the psychics.
That's the Eat, Pray, Love place.
It's the hippies, yeah. It's all the hippies, the rice fields, the waterfalls, monkey forest. So Ubud is also super fun to go to. I think I would live in any of those 3 places. And if I was coming for vacation, those are the 3 spots you have to hit. Well, I don't think you need to hit Canggu if you're on vacation.
You want to party, and like that's
true. Partying is big here.
Yeah. So like if you want to do that, then you definitely come here. But there's nothing to see in Canggu.
Do you know any hidden gems?
Kintamani, yeah, like up in Lavina, up in the mountains, so beautiful, super underrated. Like if you can on your trip here, make it up there. It's like 4 hours from here. It's incredible. Like that is like true Bali because you get to see all the locals. There's no tourists. It's just so untouched and so beautiful.
Yeah, and then also a lot of people like to go to the islands nearby, which they're like a $20 ferry right away. And you can go to Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, Gili Air, these 3 Gilis. Gili T is probably the most popular. You have to ride bikes everywhere.
That's why I don't like it.
There's no cars or vehicles. And then Lombok, which is actually as big as Bali. I think maybe even bigger than Bali.
Yeah, it's like the same size.
Yeah,
it's a giant island.
It's giant island where we volunteered. That's another really cool place to go to.
Yeah, super pretty. Amazing surf there. Like
not as westernized.
People come from all around the world to surf in Lombok.
I mean, those weren't hidden gems. Those are just like
everyone
a little bit less basic, I guess, than just Bali.
Right, so I'm gonna show you guys our little apartment. Sierra's on video. Come on in.
Wow.
So this is where we pay $200 a month to live each. So it's $400 in total, USD. We have our little dining room table where we also do work. This is our favorite area in the house. It is our comfy living room where we watch Netflix, XO Kitty. This is the Happy Seeker wall, which is like, Sierra made these. They're from the 2 like villa parties we had. And then the logos. And then you come to this wall, and actually Sierra can do this one.
Okay, this is my wall. This is the Not Really Sorry wall with our quotes that are on our t-shirts, and then basically a bunch of quotes that will be on t-shirts and are just like inspiration and part of the brand. Yeah.
I love it. Back to the living room tour. So here we have our TV. We have this Good Girls Go Bad. It's our little checklist, so we make sure we keep ourselves accountable for our 30 soft challenge we've created. I do workout 10 pages. I drink water, and I journal every day. Easy peasy. And Sierra does workout 10 pages, journal, stretch daily law, and 1 hour creativity a day. We have some games here. Uno, how deep will you go? We're not really strangers. Okay, it's really cute. Our candles, some books. We don't own this apartment. We're actually subleasing, but we're very lucky that the girls who actually live here are so cute. They have such cute things. And then when we come here, we have Sierra and I's surfboard.
Yeah, we're big surfer girls.
We're professional surfers. I'm completely kidding. This is from the girls who actually live here. This is also the art that they've made. Like, they're killing it. Our cute kitchen that I've never used in my life, but Sierra does cook. I just am, like, I hate cooking, so not for me. Sierra's room, she's not letting us come in. She literally put "don't come in" on purpose, you guys. Our second couch for, I don't really use it.
No.
But it's cute, you know?
Yeah.
And then, this is my room. Sierra made this. She's very good at, like, little designs. And you come in, you have my closet. It's not that organized, but just ignore that. You have, what's his name? Ramsey, which he reminds me of Coconut, my dog. And his hair is all colorful. So I bought him at the mall the other day. And then here you have all my decks of tarot and oracle, crystals, some jewelry, my weekly thingy, my camera, my towel for the week. This rack is not mine. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay.
What's your favorite local Indonesian dish?
Chicken satay. Satay ayam, that's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
What is it?
So it's basically just chicken skewers with peanut sauce and white rice. Very basic, but so good.
You like the gado-gado too.
Oh, love gado-gado as well, which is like boiled vegetables, like cabbage,
gado-gado.
potatoes. There's like an egg in it.
It's like green beans or something.
Green beans in it, yeah, and
And then
then
on peanut sauce,
yeah,
right?
the peanut sauce on top, and like tempeh and
Potatoes.
tofu, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so good.
Good vegan.
It doesn't sound
vegetarian.
good, like boiled vegetables. with
Yeah, it does
peanut
sound
sauce.
really
It sounds
odd,
gross,
but people love
really,
it.
It's amazing. Like,
Yeah, it's a big
I
one
love it.
here. Strange or exotic foods you've eaten?
I ate a scorpion and a tarantula in Bangkok. Just
Nice.
disgusting. I don't know why I did that, but I was just like, sure, why
No,
not?
that's good. Where did we see someone drinking something blood?
Snake blood.
Yeah, snake blood.
That was in Jakarta. That was my friend Taylor. But in Jakarta, in Indonesia, my friend went and she stopped there before coming to Bali, and on a night out, she drank python blood. I don't know, something like
They
this.
sell it everywhere.
Yeah, they do. And I don't know if it's supposed to be good for you or if it's just like a tourist gag, like to be like, haha, like make the tourists like do something stupid. What's the craziest thing you've seen or experienced in Bali?
So the locals have been driving here. It's 2 things combined. The locals literally drive motorbikes starting at the age of 5. Like, that is insane to me. Like, they squat up, like in Lumba, like 5 little kids on one bike, just like going through the mountains. I'm like, excuse me? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But
Where are
then,
your parents?
yeah, what? And then besides that, because they learn so young, the funniest thing is you'll be driving and on a motorbike, they will literally take like a full mattress,
Yeah.
like a full couch. I swear they will take literally anything on a motorbike, and it's so crazy.
sit on the back of a bike. These animals are crazy.
How is the theme about dating there?
It's pretty hookup culture.
Yeah, definitely. It's like people I feel like complain about finding like actual boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, like it's really difficult because like people are coming and going constantly.
Exactly.
So people put a lot less value on like actually investing in a relationship and wanting something long term. Also, a lot of people are coming here, they don't know how long they're gonna stay. You know, they don't know if they're looking for love right now. A lot of people are finding themselves and just starting businesses and like doing stuff like that. So I think a lot of people are not necessarily in the mindset of wanting to settle down. A lot of hot people coming in all the time.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
So many attractive people from every country, so it's really fun. Like you go on fun dates.
I just wouldn't take anything seriously. Like you can't because like.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah. It is sad. No, it is. Like it's really.
I want a boyfriend. Dating while being a digital nomad is like close to impossible.
It's really difficult to find someone who's also like of the mindset of like, okay, let's make this work, and then like if we want to travel, if you want to go do that, if you want to live somewhere else, like we can make it work together.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's doable. We can do it one day.
One day. How do you stay productive or mentally stable while living in a vacation town?
Okay, two things. One, for me, this is me. I need my own room and like not living in a hostel at all times and have a routine. So have my me time, journal, meditate, you know, go on walks, whatever makes you mentally clear. Like write a list of it and then just try and prioritize like some of those things every day. You can have fun every single day, but then you end up not doing so much work.
Well, it's a vortex. Like they literally call it the Chengdu vortex. People come here, you know, with this like idea in their head that they're gonna get their shit together. They're gonna like whatever, and then they get sucked into the party life because it's not like anything else in the world. There is something every single night, and it's always big. Like it's not like it's just like a Monday night. There's not gonna be anyone out. No, like every night of the week there are people out drinking, partying, carrying on, doing whatever.
And also like I'm thinking there's so much adventure. Like you could be like, oh, let's go to Luwachi for the weekend. Let's go to La Vida and swim with dolphins. Let's go to the mountains. Let's go to Java and like ride motorbikes in the mountains, like do the hike, and then you just end up having like way too much fun at all times.
Yeah, and then you don't do anything productive, and you're not like focused on yourself or anything.
Which is fun for a while. Like I think, at the retreat I was just at, the host was like, in order to find balance, you need to experience the extreme. So like the extreme is just as important. So like that's the extreme, to have so much fun, but then you kind of end up just being so overwhelmed and not feeling fulfilled.
Yeah.
But you find the balance.
You do, exactly. If you're in it long enough and you're also like aware of your priorities and your goals, like
reminding yourself of that. And I guess choose your roommates wisely.
100%.
Like,
I totally agree with that. Like it's the people that you surround yourself that really make a difference. And like if you want to be in the party scene, you can easily find friends that want to do the same thing. If you want to be traveling all the time, you can easily find friends that want that. But like finding people who have the same kind of goals and intentions as you, that's really important.
Yeah. Is there a lot of bugs and insects in Bali? Is it like Australia?
Well, I mean, I got attacked by a giant fucking python in Gili Tea. So
okay.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's scary shit here, but
not as much. I've never been to Australia, but Australia's like known for like the big spiders and
everything that's poisonous. Yeah. So I feel like it's not the same.
I've lived here since September, so now it's been almost a year, and I've never gotten attacked by a python. Not that it invalidating you, just like don't be super scared. You're not gonna come here and get attacked by a python.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty one-off experience.
But lizards and geckos everywhere. Yeah. That's really it.
Are you allowed to go to Balinese ceremonies or temples, and have you ever been to any?
Yeah, I think not always, but I do think that they open it up to tourists sometimes, depending on the temple or the ceremony. Their culture here is really unique and beautiful. Like they do so many ceremonies like every day. They're really spiritual, but I think that's what makes Bali so special. Like they're literally cleansing, praying, and meditating and chanting every day. Bali's just, the energy's high.
Yeah, I would say this is supposed to be a spiritual hub, so it makes sense with all the prayers going on, all of the ceremonies. Yeah.
Have we been to a ceremony?
I went to Ogo Ogo.
That was cool.
So they have a silent day on the island in March where they shut off all power on the island and you're supposed to be completely quiet and just meditate for like 24 hours. The day before they do Ogo Ogo, which is supposed to be like this ceremony where they create these like very big statues with like looking like demons and like very scary looking things.
To scare away.
Yeah, to scare away all the demons off the island, and then at the end of the night they light them on fire. So yeah, we got to participate in that ceremony, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, and you honestly can participate in a lot of ceremonies. I feel
Yeah,
like.
they're
You just
very
have to-
welcoming, they're very open, especially if you are friends with the locals, they love to invite you to come and see their culture. I know it's really common for like Balinese weddings, if they invite like tourists or bule, they'll dress them for the thing, so they'll
Oh,
give them
so
the clothes
cute.
and put them in the
I
outfits
love-
and stuff, yeah.
We shall go to a wedding.
Yeah.
I want to be invited. How do you get a work visa? What is that like? The 2 visas that we've talked about, you don't really work in. But if you want to work here, if you want to be a photographer and make money legally, you have to get a KITAS, which is like a 2 years visa around. You have to like really look into it. This is just what I know. And it costs maybe around $2,000. And you have to have someone
Sponsor you,
like a business or a local or someone from here. So that's how you would go if you wanted to legally work in Bali and, you know, make money in Indo. As is it hard to get a job here? I don't know if people realize that if you were to get a job here and work at a restaurant, you are going to be making
like Balinese wage,
but as a foreigner, you're not going to be getting
Balinese prices
for rent and stuff. So actually, it would be kind of impossible to live off of
that money.
The better way to go around this is either working online or just saving up money and then coming and living here for a bit.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone considering a move to Bali?
Just do it. Just come and
Yeah.
see it.
Nike.
Yeah, exactly. Nike. Just do it. Just come and see if you like it. You're gonna meet so many people who can give you amazing tips and like basically teach you everything that you need to know. Like I literally don't even think I Googled anything or anything relevant, to be honest. Like the things that I saw online were so not what actually I walked into.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, like this is not at all what I expected. I also didn't expect to stay for 8 months here and like now continue living here for another like possibly year or whatever, and just go and see if you like it. Like
You don't have anything to lose. Like for the most part, if you're watching this, you're
interested.
You're interested, but you're also young. I doubt that like any 90-year-olds are watching my videos. Like if you have a job and you're like, fuck, like I can't like give this away, like you can, because you can literally just find it when you go back. They just like
Another job.
Yeah, another job, another apartment, like another friend, like you'll always find that again. But you're young, like just
take a risk. Like we're reading a book right now, The 4-Hour Workweek, and in the book, like he really emphasizes like people fantasizing the worst case scenario. They're like, if I go and take this risk, like what is the worst case scenario happening? But if you look at the probability of like the worst case scenario actually happening, it's like near impossible for it to ever be as bad as you think it's going to be. So even if you go, take a risk, you like spend all your money, you have nothing left, you can just go home and like
become a bartender, be a server for a bit.
Yeah, like there's so many options to make it work.
Exactly, and it's like also you think about all that, but then it's like, what about the best possible possibility?
Exactly.
It's like so cool. You can live there and stay there and have the dream life.
Exactly. Yeah.
And love everything about it. And that's what happens to both of us. So
and literally, like worst case scenario is super improbable. It's not going to happen. There's so much room that where you're still like farther ahead in life than you were when you started.
Exactly.
And those are all like extremely probable. So like it doesn't make sense to just not do it. Like just do it.
Just do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming here and doing this with me.
All the way from my bedroom to the couch.
Yeah, good friend, good roomie. Come back every Wednesday for a new video of me living in Bali and Sierra also. We'll do a part 2. Now we're just gonna pose for a thumbnail.